Hi, my name is Chris. Today I'm going to be doing Leetcode problem 728 self-dividing numbers in JavaScript. It's considered an easy problem. Okay, what is a self-dividing number? A self-dividing number is a number that is divisible by every digit it contains. For example, 128 is a self-dividing number because 128 divided by 1 has a remainder of 0, 128 divided by 2 has a remainder of 0, and 128 divided by 8 has a remainder of 0. A self-dividing number is not allowed to contain the digit 0. Given the two integers left and right, return a list of all self-dividing numbers in the range left and right, both inclusive. Alright, so if we have left of 1, right of 22, these are all the numbers that would be considered a self-dividing number, right? Because obviously any single-digit number is self-dividing, but then we get to 11, it's divisible by 1 and 1, 12 is divisible by 1 and 2, 15 is divisible by 1 and 5, and 22 is divisible by 2 and 2. Okay. Alright, this is a fairly easy one. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab this input and output, move over to CodePen, so here's our variables, and there's our output. Okay, let's just create a function, we'll call it func. Let's log into the console. Func. You should see undefined. Okay, good. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a variable called result. Set that to an empty array, and we're going to count up from 1 to 22, and any number that's self-dividing we push into result, and eventually we return result. So we should see an empty array in the console, and we do. Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to split this number up, and the way that we can do that is we can convert it to a string and then use the split method, and then it'll be an array, right? So we're going to need to loop through, well, not loop through, we need to count up, right? So we're going to set let I to left, and if I is less than or equal to right, I plus plus. So now if we log I to the console, we should see it counting up from 1 to 22. Perfect. All right, so now we can work with those. And so what we're going to do is we're going to create, we're going to split up each number into an array. So how do we do that? We're going to call this array. First we need to convert it to a string, so we use the string keyword, and then we put I in there, and then we just split it. So now if we cancel out the array, we should see each number. Yep, there we go. And that's what we want. Now what we're going to do is, so we need to determine if each of these numbers is divisible. Or each of the i's is divisible by each of its digits, right, in this array. So we can set a variable. We're going to call it is excuse me, divisible. And we're going to set that to true. Okay. Now we're going to loop through this array. I'll use the map method because why not? Call our variable string. Now we're going to check if I divided by, or I should say modulus, so if it's divisible by the number, right, in the array, so we got to convert these strings to numbers, so in this case 2. If you divide I by that number and it does not equal 0, what we're going to set is divisible to false. Okay? And then after this loop, we can just check to see if is divisible true or false. If it's true, we push I into our result array. If it's not, we don't do anything. So we just say if is divisible modulus number. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? No. Sorry. If is divisible equals true, then we result dot push I. Cool. And so that's correct, right? All right. Let's grab all this code. Move back on our Leetcode. Make sure it works here. Format my code. Let me run the tests. Let me submit it. And it works. Cool. Hopefully you found this video enjoyable and helpful. If you did, please like it. It helps my channel grow. If you'd like to see more like these, please like and subscribe to my channel. Hope to see you again real soon.